Worked very hard for everything that I get because I want the best of what I can afford, and I want to represent the best of womanhood.
Yes.
And the best of possibilities for women and children to understand there are opportunities that were not there 10 years ago.
Yes.
They were there because if you have a name,
Yes.
but now you can create your own name. You can
Yes.
create your own business. I'm not talking about going out and being in Star Trek.
Yes.
Trying to be a Star Trek. I'm not talking about gotta be a singer because that's what everybody else is doing. Look at them being on Beyonce on TV and you know.
Yes.
I can sing as well as she or whatever. Then do it.
Now what?
Then do it.
Now
Be it.
What would it mean to you working so hard for everything that you have worked hard for? As all of us do, we go to work every day and we pay our rent, we pay our bills, we pay for our clothes. What would it mean to you if that was taken away from you? If your property was taken away from you, if everything that meant something to you was taken away from you and you had no control?
Well, first, I've seen that happen. So the first thing I did was protect my property. Nobody can touch it.
Is that now? No
That's
one
now.
can touch it?
That's been for 10 years now. And
And do you want to keep it that way?
I demand to keep it that way. Now, when I die, if I die,
We all do. Yeah.
my property goes to my one and only son, whom I
Of
love
course.
dearly, who is in his own right brilliant, and has his own company, and has his own radio station, and just got it, you know, and is working like crazy. And I got a phone call saying, I'm going out of town again in I think it's 4 weeks or whatever. And he called astonished that I was still working. And Kyle, where is this coming from? As Mom, has anybody told you how old you are? I said, yes, Kyle. That means I know how old you are too. And that means I will never tell you to stop working because mine keeps working. The body stays healthy.
Right.
So don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. You don't have a right to do something or that you're too old to do something.
Right. Right.
I'm as old as I think, and I think powerfully.
Right.
You know, I am as old as I think, and I do not think less of myself. I don't think on a small basis. I think everybody, when I was in the hospital for tests, and my partner, my business partner, who we do projects together, came and said to me, everybody wants to know what are you doing in the hospital? What everybody that works in the hospital.
Yes.
I'm saying, why is she in the hospital? There's nothing wrong with her. They've gotten all the information. The two attorneys upstairs, two floors upstairs, took a look and said, there's nothing here to fight. Oh, she's going out to speak. It's not like she's going out to kill pigs or something, you know, chop off. It's not that big a deal. It's where I used to sing, dance, and do Broadway shows and all of those. I bring it down myself. I bring it down to if I want to be there where there is so much to be there, I'm going
have a beautiful
Thank you.
voice. You have
Thank
a
you.
beautiful voice.
I love to sing.
Yes, you seem so vibrant and full of energy. Full of strength.
It's,
Do you feel that way at 80?
Of course I do.
Wow.
I became a ballerina at 8 years old. I became a ballerina at 14. I had my first ballet lesson at 8 years old. At 12 years old, I was on point.
Right.
And everybody thought I was going to be a ballerina.
Yes, of course.
I love the work, but what I really am is Nichelle Nichols, the singer,
Yes.
the actress. That's what fulfills me.
Yes.
But I love to sing.
Yes.
And I help work every year a big show for charity,
Nice.
and to help young women and young men get their careers going, and to understand you are powerful, you are someone,
Right.
you're someone wonderfully, beautifully put here by God,
Yes.
and nobody can take that away from you.
Now, being a woman of such strength and such accomplishment, what would it mean to you if someone took away your ability to go and perform, to go and raise money for the needy, whether it be children, homeless, animals? What would it mean to you if you had to stay at home every day and just do nothing?
There are one or two ways that you could keep me from doing these things. God himself, herself,
Yes.
could break down my strength. I can't live forever.
Yes.
Neither will anybody.
Yes.
But I can do forever what I am brought here to do until I can't do it anymore. That's one way. Another way is to ignore all that dumb, okay, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
And do your thing, because there are others watching.
Right.
There are little children who come up to me at a dinner party, a dinner where I'm performing the lead, there's guest star.
Right.
And they come up to me and they dance for me, or they want to sing for me, or they're too shy.
Yes.
And they learn, and they look and see me up on the stage. One woman came to me with her little 4-year-old or 5, maybe 6, who just fell in love with the work that I was doing.
Yes.
Look, Mommy, I can do that. Remember I showed you I could do that because Uhura's doing it.
That's right. That's right.
And people say to me, don't you get tired of just being known as Uhura? I said, no.
No.
I say no, because I introduce Uhura to Nichelle every day.
Yes. Yes.
So she's a fan. I'm a fan of her. She's a fan of mine. So, there are people that who can't seem to understand that. I have my beautiful home in Woodland Hills. I have 2 houses in Woodland Hills, but that big black gate when I come home, and as it opens, an entree to my home, and those big black gates close, I have all the then my privacy begins.
Now, to get on again yet a personal note, is there anything that you'd want to say to anyone who might take away your control of your life?
Is there anything I want to say
Yes.
that would curtail my life as I live it?
Yes. If someone said to you, Nichelle, I want to take care of your life. I want to tell you what to do every day. I want to tell you where to live. I want to tell you when to sing, when to dance, when to play. Is there anything that you would want to say to someone if they were to say that to you?
I don't know if I can say it on TV to the camera, but the answer is no, there's nothing they can say. Because I have lived my life and I've helped them live theirs. And for many, many young people, I'm so proud to say I get fan mail in the bazooka, you know, and young kids, parents are sitting down and they'll give me a little note on the side that said, my daughter insisted on writing you to tell you she loves you, and she's going to be doing what you do, and she's 8 years old. And she's 8 years old and determined to be that. And so one day I picked up, she said to her mother, can I ever meet her? Will I ever meet her? And mother said, well, we'll see, because I don't know when she's going to be in this direction. So one morning, I picked up the phone, dialed their number that I'd gotten from the operator in another state. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it just so happened that she was almost going out the door to going to school.
Okay.
And her mother said, this isn't any time to joke, to make jokes, whoever you are. That Miss Nichols happen to be fans of Miss Nichols. And I said, thank you very much. And she said, and for someone to, what did you just say? I said, hailing frequencies open, and this is Nichelle Nichols. And I'm calling because I received a note of admiration from, is your daughter 8 years old? Is her name? And I gave her the name, and the mother came unglued. She said, wait a minute, I'll catch her. She went out to the car that's going to take her early to school. And she says, Miss Nichols is on the phone and wants to speak to you. And she says, Mommy, don't tease me. And she finally got her in, and we had the most delightful phone call communication. And now once a year on her birthday, I call her. And I said, but don't call me on my birthday because I don't have that many minutes to take, but you can write to me. And so I have stacks of greeting cards and loving cards, and I love my work.
Yes,
and I do my work pretty darn well, or you won't be back.
That's why we want to watch you. So just a few more questions, 2 more questions. So today was a very eventful day.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
Would you like to share anything about your day?
What was the day?
Today was the day that you got out of the hospital. Your friend came and got you out of the hospital.
It was like lovely in the hospital to be so respected by the nurses and the doctors who came and visited me. But 2 days were 2 days enough for an examination to find out she's healthy as a horse, a healthy horse, and not an 80-year-old horse, but a healthy horse, and that they couldn't believe a woman of my age, that strength and the muscles, and but if you do it, you do the work, you benefit.
Yes, I saw your progress from being, your knees hurting and legs hurting to you being up and able to walk by yourself.
Yes.
The physical therapist seemed very, very happy with you. So are you happy to be out of the hospital?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I met the woman at the hospital who runs the exercise program. So the day I felt better, and I was only going to be there another day or so, it was just, I wasn't sick. I go in every year for tests. I want to stay healthy. I don't want to be healthy one year, and if we'd only known the next year, we could have saved you.
So your lifestyle is
So my
seeking-
lifestyle includes testing my body for strength and keeping within the boundaries of what my body will accommodate, will take.
Right.
I work out every day. I was a ballerina from the time I was 8 years old.
Yes.
And I've worked out ever since, whether I was getting popular or whatever, known as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some of the biggest musicals
Yeah.
on Broadway and off Broadway. I'm just a musical person.
Yes.
I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm a philosopher,
Yes. 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 You are.
and I love what I'm doing, and I
Yeah.
love people who are in this industry,
Yeah.
and we share. It's an industry in which you share with people instead of pulling back that they've got all of this. They don't deserve it. They deserve every damn moment that they put into it. And that's the way I feel about myself.
Yes. Yes.
And I intend to be doing that for, let's say another 80 years.
Hey.
I'll let you know. It's been wonderful being with you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And well, hopefully we get to see you again soon in our home.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nichelle.
Thank you anytime, because you got a great home, you got a great husband, and you got two great, beautiful dogs.
Oh, thank
Came up and
you.
met me at the door. You know, what's the biggest one?
That's Sky.
And what's his breed?
He is a coyote and a husky mixed.
A coyote and a husky mixed dog, which is the prettiest dog, the most beautiful dog I ever saw.
Yes.
But if I had known that before I came, I'd always heard that mix or what you blend,
Yes.
or even just one of those would bite my head off.
Yes.
So I walked up to the dog, came up, he's this high. Dog comes up to me and he goes, "Who are you?" And I said, and I rub, and I said, "Who are you? You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful." And the dog turned around and looked up at me as if to say, "You noticed?"
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, I noticed.
Yes, they're about to become fans. And you know, before I let you go, just one little last piece of gold. I saw you, I got the blessed opportunity to see you with your fans. And how excited they were to see you when you did a sneak viewing for them, and they were just so excited. Can you tell me a little bit about your love for your fans? I don't meet many celebrities that are so excited about their fans.
There are a lot of people, especially actors and star mode television and TV and movies, pictures, that once they attain a bit of or a lot of recognition, their attitude about themselves changes. And so it's like, my fans just drive me crazy. Well, I love my fans, and I love driving them crazy.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much, Nichelle. I
You're
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
your time, and thank you again for coming out to visit all of us.
Thank you for having me in your home.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. This was an interview with Nichelle Nichols and Angelique Delacroix, and it is February the 8th, 2013.